guys, so this is a board I designed that is a coin cell development board. So basically, if you were going to be designing something that had a coin cell that you wanted it to be rechargeable and had a regulated 3.3 volts, this is a little open source board that I designed and just assembled it. So you saw me use the solder paste with the stencil. I applied the stencil, then I put it on my hot plate set to 125 degrees with my hot air station also set to 125 degrees Celsius. And I let that sit there for like a minute or so for the board to preheat. And you want to do that because you don't want the temperatures to be inconsistent throughout the components. Otherwise you'll get tombstoning, which is kind of where components tip up, or you could thermally shock some components. So it's a good idea to preheat the board before actually turning the hot plate up to the full temperature. So if there's enough interest, I might make a batch of 100 or so and sell them. But really the main reason for me making it is I wanted to get familiar with the USB Type-C connector, which is 24 pins instead of 5. So it's a lot more complicated. And even though right here I'm only using 2 of the pins, but I still wanted to kind of see how the USB-C connector was. And the other reason is I wanted to make, a coin cell powered ESP32. So in order to do that, I need 3.3 volts. And a regular coin cell won't cut it because it's only 3 volts. So, they have, you can stack them up to where you have more than one, but the rechargeables are 3.7 and they go up to 4.2. So this little board is going to let me regulate it to 3.3 volts. This is a charge circuit with an adjustable charge current and a little LED. Big thanks to PCBWay for making the boards for me. And they came out great, exactly how I drew them. So silkscreen looks okay. I like the contrast for the yellow. I think yellow is really becoming one of my favorite colors. This board, I also like the matte green, which is this older board that I did. But the yellow, I just really like the way the yellow looks. So to order the boards, it's pretty easy. You can go to PCBWay.com and then you can get an instant quote. So this is just an example. This is a 100 millimeter square board. You pick what specs you want, several different colors, including purple, which I don't really know many other people other than Osh Park that carry purple, and white, black, silkscreen. They have matte black and matte green. Like I said, I like the matte green. And the stencils, it's $10 without a frame. It's pretty easy. You just use some extra boards taped down to line up the stencil, so when you put it on top, it just lines up with the pads, and then you can put the paste on. Yeah, it saves a lot of time. And so for example, this board, 100 millimeter square board, built in 2 to 3 days, total $5, $1 per board. The stencil is $10. So the shipping is way more than the actual board and stencil cost. And that's because I usually ship DHL. If you don't need it in a rush, they'll still make it in 2 to 3 days, but you can do an e-packet or something similar if you want the shipping to be cheaper. So there's, the cheaper it gets, the longer it takes to get here. So if you're not in a hurry, then that's pretty good. But anyway, if there's any interest, if any of you guys think you would want something like this, I might make a batch of them and sell them on Tendy or something like that. But if not, then that's fine too. I'll just use this circuitry and an ESP32 board that I'll end up making. That'll be coin cell powered. Okay guys, hope you liked that video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.